it, cause he know he ain't leaving me. Slim shit, my face is 10, man, y'all little hoes ain't seeing me. I don't even do the rap shit, but I walk on every beat. I ain't keeping this shit peace. I hope y'all hold on to this shit.
Hey, my Forest family, come on in and let's talk. Today, you guys, we're going to talk about some updates on what's going on in the family, what's been going on with me and the kids, and me and my partner, and some other stuff, and we'll go from there. You all, this week has been a very tough week for me. It's been a tough 3 days also. A lot has been going on, you guys, in our city, in our family and mine, and some other stuff has been going on as well, between my partner and I, and some other stuff. But first of all, you all, I want to thank y'all for coming in to tune in to our channel. Thank y'all for watching us and liking and commenting and sharing our channel so much. Y'all have been showing up and showing out on every video, every live, every short. I really appreciate you all, because y'all could be doing anything other than being here watching us. But we thank y'all for all the love, all the support, all the prayers, all the birthday wishes for Talasia, myself. I really appreciate y'all for doing that. And y'all didn't just have to do that, but thank you anyways. So the first update, you all, I've had 2 deaths in my family. One of my aunts passed away this past week, which was my grandfather's last sibling. Those of you who know, all my aunts and uncles on my grandmother's side have been deceased quite a long time. This was his last sibling. It kind of took a shock to everybody, because she was the matriarch of the family. All her siblings were deceased. She was the only one left. And she died she passed away this Sunday, I should say that. And then you all, on Saturday, the day before, one of my cousins, who's about 3 or 4 years younger than me. I'm 34 now. She's 31, I believe, so she's about 3 years younger than me. She passed away also, which was one of my cousin's sisters on my grandpa's side as well. And y'all, I didn't know how to feel about it. I was very, very numb, you all. Those of you who know, that have been watching me for the past maybe year or two now, this was a very big pill for me to swallow. My cousin and I haven't talked to her in probably since 2019 or 18, I believe. So it's been about 3 or 4 years since I've talked to her. But I know the last time I did talk to her before we moved over here was probably about 4 years ago or so, maybe a little bit longer. She had diabetes, and she's been battling with it for as long as I can remember. Since we were probably 9 or 10 years old, I'm gonna say, maybe a little bit younger than that. Her and I and another one of my cousins and a couple other of my cousins, we all grew up together. We all grew up around each other. Mostly all of us did was go to church and go to school. That's all we really did. We never really had a outside life until we got to be teenagers, most of my cousins and myself. My grandpa's sister was a person who we always went over their house all the time, mostly all the time, up until her husband died quite a few years ago. I think that was back in 2020 or 2021, maybe a little sooner than that. So he's been gone for quite a bit of time. I didn't know if she was still living in the home that she was living in, because I know they lived there for about 50 or 60 years, I want to say. And everything. And I told you all, her sister before her, I believe, passed away last year or the year before. And her sister before that passed away 2 or 3 years prior to that as well. So it's just been a lot of death in the family. And I'm going to update y'all on some stuff that's been going on in Elkhart, Indiana, which is Elkhart County. You all, there was a shooting last night at a Martin supermarket that took 2 lives on, not yesterday, day before that, around like, I don't know, it was between 6 and 10 o'clock last night. And I didn't know either of the persons. I did work at Martin's for a short period a couple years ago. So my heart goes out to those 2 families, because they found out who the fugitive was and things like that, and stuff like that. And not only that, you all, in our city, an 18-year-old was shot in Elkhart County as well a couple days before that. I don't know if it's connection to that or not. I guess they're still investigating that to see if it's any connections with the 2. So they did hold a visual and a candlelight for the people that lost their lives at Martin's. This is not the first time in Elkhart County that this has happened at a Martin supermarket. Back in 2014, you all, this exact same thing happened about 10 or 11 years ago. And I believe it was about 6 to 9 people who was shot and killed in the Martin supermarket on Napanee, toward Napanee and Cassopolis Street 11 years ago. I believe that's why the Martin supermarket went out of business right after that. A couple years, probably like maybe 5 or 6 years or 7 years after that, they finally shut it down. And so it's very fearful in our area at the moment, because you never know what people are thinking. You never know what people are going through. You never know what people are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. That's why I always try to go to a store where I know those type of things aren't gonna happen. Not saying it's happened to me, not saying I haven't seen that type of thing, which I never have, not in front of me per se. But I have lost family members to violence. I've lost family members to death behind prison walls and other things, so to speak, and stuff like that. So it's been a lot going on in my family and in my city. I'm praying for those families. I'm praying for my city. I'm praying for the people who have lost their lives here a lot lately. The people who lost their lives in the airplane. I think that was yesterday or earlier today or something like that. It was like 22 people. I'm praying for American Airlines as well. It was 22 people that was killed on the airplane. I don't know if it was an airplane or a helicopter, is one or the other. So I'm saddened by that news as well. Also, you all, my fiance and I have been kind of going through lately, not having money to buy food for our kids and have finances to do things for ourselves. We weren't able to get her birthday gifts for her. I wasn't able to get birthday gifts for myself, but I got some flowers and a card and $10, which I was appreciative of. Just that was fine with me. I'm trying to get my next W-2 so I can go in and file my taxes, you all, because those of you who know, we are planning to move next month. The lease is up on the 28th, so we don't have that long to find somewhere. I did find a 4-bed, 1-bath house. It is fenced in. It doesn't have a basement. It doesn't have a garage, but I'm thankful that it does have 4 beds. And I'm not okay with having 1 bath, but I guess it's okay. I will vlog the house, not the outside of it, but the inside, so y'all can see exactly what it looks like and stuff like that. We're touring it tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And stuff like that. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of update you guys. It's been a lot. Like I said, it's been a lot going on in my city, in my relationship, in my family, and other stuff. And there are so many others who I have known for years that also passed away as well. And it's just been a lot going on. It's been, the death has been hitting in threes here lately. And everybody's pretty, hurt about what's going on in the city, and in the family and different things of that nature. So my aunt's funeral is next week, you all, which is the 7th. My cousin's funeral is the next day after hers, which is, I believe, either Friday or Saturday. Am I going to both? I don't even know, you all. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm not going to say I am. I done dealt with death so much in my life, in my family, or just around me. I'm very stronger now than I was when my mother and my grandmother passed. I took it very, very, very hard because I was only 26, 27 at the time. Now that I'm 34, I can handle death a lot better than I used to. And it's still very hard because I have memories with both my aunt and my cousin, only because me and my cousin grew up together. We was at my aunt's house having dinner, going to see my grandpa preach there in his earlier years, or we would just go to their church just to visit sometimes. We joined in 2014, and I believe we was only at that church maybe 3 or 4 years, and then I decided to leave that church because of a particular situation. I didn't have a problem with the pastor of the church. It was just his wife that was very disturbing to be around, so to speak. She was a woman who was disrespecting my mother and my grandmother at the time. A lot of my family members didn't say nothing to the lady about it. They didn't try to make the situation better or worse at that particular moment. But when my grandmother was alive at that time, I said to his wife, like, hey, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why you treating her that way or things like that. But I had to leave that church for that particular reason, because he was letting his wife take over the church at that time, and I didn't agree with that, and I thought it was the wrong decision and the wrong choice. So I left and I joined my godparents' church, who have been in my life for so long. But I don't know if I'm going to continue to go to their church either. I'm not going to get into why and the reason and all that, you all, but a lot has went on there. Not saying I don't love my godparents. I don't love the church and the people there. Awesome, great, nice, loving, caring, intelligent people. It's just certain people that go there, that have said things, that have done things that were unreasonable, that was unmanageable, that was disrespectful and unlikely. But I will be starting to go into church here very, very soon. I am thinking about joining my home church, which is a church that I was at for 15 years of my entire life. those of you who know, my grandpa pastored a church in South Bend for many, many years. I'm thinking about once we move or get this house, hopefully, that we can move in as soon as possible, that I'll have my taxes by the end of the month, the next month, or the beginning of next month, in March, hopefully, so I can get back into being close with God, being successful, and having something out of life, not waiting on others to do it for me, just to do it myself, and making it make sense and stuff, you all. So I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on, a little backstory on some stuff, some memories of certain things. Just pray for my family, pray for my city, pray for as we prepare to like my cousin and my aunt to next week. It's going to be hard for all of us because, like I said, we didn't expect it or anything like that. But you know, you all, that we have to go at a certain point in life. We're not always here to stay. We're not here to live forever and things like that. We have to be, grateful for the years that God gave us and be thankful that we got the years that we did, and stuff like that. So I'm thankful for both of their lives because they both had not only impacts in my life, but been part of my life for so long. It's going to be very difficult because I'm going to miss them both, and stuff like that. And it's been a while since I've seen either one, and stuff like that. And I haven't talked to them in quite a few years either, because, our family doesn't really talk a lot about what particular family members go through, different things in different stages of life. We don't talk about it. I'm not sure why they don't talk about it. I guess they just keep it to themselves, which is fine, and things like that. So let me know if y'all like this video. Like, subscribe, comment, hit your notification bell off every time I drop a video. I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Continue to pray for us. Continue to pray that we keep this channel going as much as possible and stuff like that. And like I said, you all, always remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Always remember God is on our side. No matter who we are, where we are, who we're trying to be, or where we're trying to go. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Let's keep going, growing, and moving up in life. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.